Hello, everyone. Thank you for logging in. This song is by Jacqueline Carr. I don't own the rights to this song. Thank you very much. Came up against your children. The enemy came up against your name. The enemy came up against your character. You will win. You will win. The enemy came up against your health. The enemy came up against your finance. The enemy came up against your vision. The enemy came up against your business. You will win. Yes, you will. Oh, you will win. I wanna let you know today that you will win. Hey, yeah. I know you're hurt. I know you're torn. I know you're broken, but you will win. All the roads may be bad, but the truth still remains that in the name of Jesus. So lay your hands on yourself and say this. It's my winning season. It's my winning season. It's my winning season. Let the eagle declare it tonight. Say, it's my winning season. It's my winning season. It's my winning season. But now, this is what you gotta declare. Everything attached to me wins. Everybody sing it. Everything attached to me wins. 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 Hey, hey, oh, you win. This is what we've been saying. You will win. Looking at my notes. I know you felt the pressure. One thing you gotta realize is you will win. Hey, hey. Lay your hand on yourself and say this. It's my winning season. It's my winning season. Speak to your season. Prophesy to your season. You gotta lay hands on your home. You gotta lay hands on your mind. Lay hands on your money. Lay hands on your ministry. As soon as you will win this place. But you are the power of the greatest shepherd. Okay, I'm gonna get started. That song was by Jacqueline Carr. I listened to Jacqueline Carr music during my 2016 journey. I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer in March 2016, and her music helped. Some of her music got me through my journey. Some of her songs I listened to. I know the one I listened to was "You Are Bigger." I think the bigger, the one speaking to God. So, but anyway, um, I love her music, and I love you, Jacqueline Carr. You reached this video, and God bless you, and continue to make the music and inspire people all over the country as you are doing. Continue the work of God, young lady. Okay, I want to get started. Um, this video, like I said, it's a tribute to Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and research. I just want to pay it forward and give back and, inspire someone else. Hopefully, my story will inspire others and, to let somebody else know that I survived it and God blessed me to get through it. And, you too can get through this too. If you reach this video and you going through, the journey, or you're about to go through it or whatever, I'm just letting you know you can survive too, and as well. So just keep the faith and be strong. You're gonna have some days you'll be up and down, but God can get you through anything. That's if you believe. You gotta believe that you are healed. That's another thing I tell people: just believe. So if you just believe, He will heal you. You know, and another thing is keep the faith. Faith without works is dead, guys. So I'm gonna be talking and letting you know how I beat my stage 3 cancer, and the doctors was amazed about how I beat it, and I didn't have to continue, my chemotherapy, and I went on took some radiation, but I really didn't need to really take all of this radiation and all this chemo, but um, so it was a blessing because the doctors were saying I was going to have to take 6 months of chemo and all that kind of stuff. But thankful to God that God blessed me to be able to be able to find some products and stuff that helped me, and I didn't have to go on taking that chemo for 6 months because that chemo and stuff really make people sick, and it's gets it gets make you feel horrible. And then I had to take a shot, new Lester. I'm sorry guys, I'm all over the place, so I've gotten a lot ahead of myself here. So I'm gonna backtrack. I'm gonna rewind myself, and I'm gonna go back, start from the beginning. Okay. Let me see. I'm looking down because I got my notes and stuff. Because I kind of sometimes when you speaking, sometimes some things in your mind go blank. Okay. Okay. On again, I'm gonna say this. March 2016, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. Doctors called me from home and told me that I had cancer, and I didn't know what to do, didn't know where to turn, and I thought, no, not me. You have the wrong person. But so the clinic told me where to go, and in the back of my mind, something kept telling me that I was going to have surgery and have my breast removed. But I kept fighting it and saying, no, it's not going to happen. But all along, I felt in my heart that that was going to happen for me, that I was going to have to lose my breast, and that was it. So, but it's a bad feeling when a doctor tell you you have cancer. You think that your life is over. So, at that time, that's what I thought. Oh God, here we go. So this is the end. But thank God that it wasn't. So she sent me to a clinic to get my mammogram. So was the first mammogram. This was back in 16 I had ever had, because they told me here in New York State they only give the mammograms. They wait till you turn 40. But I did not know that I had a history of breast cancer. You know, and I didn't. Sadly, I learned that after my I was diagnosed with the cancer, and that's when my dad told me that his mother passed away of breast cancer. God bless her soul. I never met her, so I didn't know, and I didn't grew up around my dad's family. So anyway, I went to take my mammogram and everything, and I knew something was funny, because the doctors was acting strange, over at that clinic. They was, acting really strange, and the doctors, and then the people, the technicians that gave me the mammogram, and then some of the nurses and people was giving out clues, and something was telling me that something was wrong. They sent me home, and then they told me, over the phone, that I had to come back in, and get my results from my mammogram. So I decided to go in by myself, which I shouldn't have went to see. Never go back to a doctor by yourself, even if you think the results are good. Don't go back to the doctor picking up your mammogram results by yourself. Especially if those, well, they had already told me I had cancer anyway. So, but I had to go back to the. This is my. I had to go see a surgeon this time. So they sent me to the surgeon, and the surgeon, was telling me, she was like, she came, the nurse took me in the exam room, and they, how they do, take your blood pressure and all of that. So they did all that. And so, she said, well, you got to wait for the doctor to come in the room. I'm already nervous as I don't know what. I'm by myself. And, I knew I should have taken somebody. So the doctor decided, the surgeon, she's the surgeon, the one that took the breast off. So she took me to her office, which I felt was very odd and strange. She said, I need to see you in my office. I knew she had bad news by that time because something had, was telling me that it was bad news. That get ready, it's bad news. But in the back of my mind, I'm going, no, 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 this not, no, this not. But, it was like my guardian angel was getting me ready for it. So she took me in her office and she showed me pictures, that was hanging up of my mammogram. And I'm going, oh wow. She said, I looked distraught because in my mind, I felt like for me looking at the pictures of my breast on the screen, the x-rays of picture, the whatever you call it, I don't know what you call it, but for me looking at the pictures on the screen that they had taken of my breast, it was like I was like, oh my goodness. And I could see, the pictures looked cloudy. It didn't look right. So she said, sit down. She said, I didn't even want to sit down. I was so distraught because I had a feeling that she was gonna tell me it was bad news. She said, sit down. She had to tell me to sit down more than one time. My mind was gone. I'm going, whoops, whoops. I was by myself again. I'm just wondering. I'm thinking in the back of my mind, maybe I should have brought someone with me, so they can help, get this information explain, to take in what she's saying. Because, like I said, my mind was gone. She was just talking to me, and it was gone. So she said, do you know I have to take your breast off? But I'm praying in the back of my mind that she would have said I had to take the lumps out.